Phoenix Audio presents
Elizabeth Peters' Malice Domestic 1. Performed by Mary Jo Catlett, Richard Gilliland, Jill Larson, Lauren Lachlan, Lois Nettleton, Mackenzie Phillips, Amy Povich, and Loretta Swit.
Happiness is a Dead Poet by Sharyn McCrumb. The first thing Rose Hanlon did at the Unicoi Writers' Conference was to commandeer the reservation clerk's typewriter and change her name tag from guest author to nobody in particular. It wouldn't work for long, of course. By the end of the welcoming reception, the conference organizers would have introduced her to enough novices for word to get around, and she would spend the rest of the conference listening to plot summaries of romance novels. Surely superfluous, since romance novels had only one plot. Dodging poets carrying yellow legal pads and trying to look sympathetic while housewives explained why they were only on chapter 1 after 4 years. You had to go, though, she told herself, as she took the green-tagged room key and trudged off in search of an elevator. Agents and editors often turned up at these conferences, apparently under the delusion that a weekend's confinement in a motel outside the state of New York constituted travel. These people could be useful. She always waited until 2 days into the conference to talk business with them, because by then they had been so steeped in novice babble that she seemed brilliant by comparison. Rose did not get the opportunity to feel brilliant as often as she thought she deserved, which was perhaps another reason to attend these regional conferences. Being hailed as a literary lion by writers' market junkies compensated for the well-bred scorn she endured more or less regularly from the college English department, to which she did not belong. She and several of its faculty members sniped at each other with less than good-natured derision over their respective literary efforts. The opinion in Bartleby Hall was that Rose was not worthy of serious consideration as a writer, because she wrote accessible fiction. Well, that is, she used the past tense, quotation marks, and plots in her books, rather than venturing into their literary realm, experimental fiction of the sort published by the little magazines. These tiny, subsidized, sometimes mimeographed journals paid nothing, and were read chiefly by those planning to submit manuscripts, but they counted for much in prestige and tenure. Rose didn't have to worry about tenure. She was the college director of public relations. The English gang pronounced her job title as if it were something she did with no clothes on. For her part, Rose professed not to want a job teaching semicolons to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?